Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Synchronicity Tarot guidance. Now, the way this works and what this means is that someone out there might have desired, wished, asked for divine guidance, and through the means of synchronicity, this is a potential way how the guidance might reach that person. So, without any further background story, let us begin the reading. So basically, the theme of this reading is going to be your situation and guidance with it. So we're gonna keep it very simple. So let me just shuffle the cards and ask Spirit to guide us. So we have the Two of Swords. Now this Two of Swords immediately marks the theme, and this might be for some people a very delicate decision, maybe about ending a partnership, ending a marriage, ending a job, so one-on-one alliance, but they might not be all that clear on one hand how to go forward and the terms and conditions. While for other people, this is where it might be about a very important progress with something in life that is very important to you. And in order to make a next step, a rather difficult step, which for the past version of you might have been overwhelming and way too big, the present version of you, however, is reconsidering all of that. Is it too big for who you have grown into right now, or can you already take it? So let us continue. We have the Strength. Again, this is where whatever this situation is, whatever you're trying to decide, this is Moon and Libra. So weighing the two options, the scale of justice, basically. One option or one perspective is on one scale, then, the other possibility is in the other scale, and you weigh the pros and cons. But this is where the Strength card, on one hand, keep in mind that who you are right now, based on the hardships, on the difficulties, on a lot of unfairness that has happened to you previously, and you kind of navigated out of that. And many times, even if it doesn't seem to you yet that way, you did actually overcome the odds. Maybe you didn't turn the situation into total fairness, but you had your share of victory in anything that you overcame. So it's not just where you survived and that's it. This is where you also accomplished things. And that, all the myriad of those experiences, makes this present version of you much stronger, much more resilient, and capable of conjuring up, let's say, a momentum, the strength of a momentum to do something, initiate something, express something, etc. Much, more than you realize. And the other thing that you need to take into consideration is that don't just weigh the options here, but also put in one scale of justice the mind, the logic, the ration, and the other one the heart, the feelings, your deepest emotions. But that which in astrology would be associated to Leo. So the truth in your heart of hearts that is not going anywhere, and it doesn't care if it makes sense or not. In a positive way, for example, you just love this person, you just love that job, you just can't be without it yet, your heart. Or the opposite way, where the love is no longer there, regardless what the mind says, regardless what the facts say, the love is simply not there. So take what the truth in your heart into consideration. The World reversed. Now, the World reversed does represent that for some of you guys, time is like your enemy, in the sense that You want it as quickly as possible. You want to be complete, realized, established, or anything that has to do with a certain sense of stability and grounding already. And you just cannot wait anymore. You cannot be patient anymore. But, divine timing, or better said, the world card many times says how things are in the world around you. So sometimes personal timing is influenced, delayed, or etc. by external time, as in the collective time. There is a personal temporal sphere, your own timing. Let's say like things in your own chart that have to, manifest in a certain period. That would be your own personal timing. But if that timing is greatly impacted by the collective one, because we all live in a collective, we all live in city, town, a country, a hemisphere, a continent where there are laws, external events, chaos, disruption, or changes, or anything, dynamics. Those may delay personal timing. So for others, still, for other people, this is where you're running out of time, in the sense that you had a certain amount of time and you did what you could, and you did, the strength card. Yet still, you don't know if you're gonna make it. You don't know if the time is gonna be sufficient. So, and this two cards together may mean that maybe the timing is not just subjective. There is either something official like a contract, a date and time, and it needs a response, a reply to be signed, to be declined, a court date. For some of you guys, it's official in the sense that it's legal, or the proper way to express your legally binding will in that sense. So for some of you guys, the time is kind of set already. So you're trying your hardest to, balance yourself, make the best possible choices and decisions, but also you are waiting for the moment when either life is set up in a way that you can make a move, or that you know what you actually want, what your heart truly desires. And that is so very difficult, because you can have a certain truth one day, and the next day that might not be the same. Oh, a card popped out. So we had the Five of Wands reversed. So the Five of Wands reversed exactly. It's starting to feel like a struggle. It's starting to feel like, I don't know, a fight for survival. It's triggering on uneasy feelings, anxiety, restlessness, inner worry, and of course inner struggle. A very strong inner struggle, when to do it, how to do it. Are you doing it right? Aren't And this isn't even overthinking, because this isn't a mental energy. This is like inner willpower that cannot express itself. So it's like eating you up from the inside. So it's, again, it's not mental energy. We have the Four of Pentacles reversed, and this is where either your stability is gonna, how should I say, transform, change. So a destabilization is coming, maybe due to the dates and time. That is why time is running out. You need to either leave a home, or something ends, something begins, in the sense of, your stability is going to be undone for you to find a new one again. But that's the problem. You don't know where you're going. The Chariot reversed. You don't know where your chariot is directed to, because this is where you might be much more surrendered to fate than knowing the details of what and how and where you're going to do it, or how you're going to accomplish it. And we have the Seven of Wands. Now the guidance here is for you to be brave, and for you to acknowledge that you're not the person you were in the past. The person in the past might have had big problems with this, in the sense that not just inability to decide, but inner guilt and you know wanting to make it more fair for another person or another side than for yourself, because that's the kind of person who you were. But now you're much, much, much stronger, in a sense that you know how life taught you things that you cannot, how should I say, accept in the name of compassion. Because sometimes the road to hell is paved with good intentions. You learn that lesson, so you now know that you need to stand up for yourself, defend your interests, think about mainly your situation. And this isn't a selfish energy. This is where you simply do not have any other choice. And the present person that you are knows it and is capable of doing it. So rather than be intimidated by how certain things played out in the past, you must know that the present and future are totally different, because you are different. Your muscles, after having went through so many obstacles and even unfairness, just simply grew, hardened. You have a very hard, let's say, aura. And you see the Queen of Cups, sorry. This is even where your emotional configuration is totally different, in the sense that even when things are truly doomy and gloomy, you've already learned to rise above it. You know how to swim in the infinite waters of emotions, even the unconscious ones. You know how to come to the surface already. This is where you may sink, no problem, because you know how to reach the surface. You're a very good, symbolically speaking, like an analogy, a swimmer. You're a very good swimmer. You already know how to navigate emotions, to motivate yourself, to be there for yourself. So be there for yourself. Like a maternal figure would, the Knight of Wands. You will know what to do when the time comes. And the time comes is not anything exterior actually here. It is when you have that inner determination. When you have that inner restlessness, that I don't care, I'm gonna do it now, or uh this is what I want, and I'm gonna work towards it so it can come into my life ASAP. So this is like a strong determination energy that will set your chariot upright. So this says trust in yourself, trust in the experience that you gained, that you accumulated, that was bestowed upon you. So your experience, that is the greatest virtue, that is the greatest value worth. And we have the Nine of Cups in reverse position. Now, the Nine of Cups in reverse position does represent wish fulfillment, but not in a way you expect it. So this is where expect the unexpected. Something is going to come into your life, into your situation, that will let us just check. Oh. So something is going to come that will not meet your expectations, but in the sense that don't dream about how or what, just dream about that something comes. And that something is under the question mark, because it's like a surprise. Expect the unexpected. So you don't dwell on how, what the potential scenarios, because you don't know, you cannot know. And we also had the Seven of Pentacles, seeds of intention that are already in your personal soil are growing. You don't see them yet, but the harvest comes. Nine of Swords reversed with the Four of Swords. So beautiful, because this means that whatever is going to grow from this, and this can be anything, a project, something you've done in the past, a work that you've done in the past that is subject to delayed gratification, compassionate gestures, help, or whatever you've done in the past is going to reflect back on you. Don't think of what it is, because again, it's not going to come and play out the way you could possibly envisage, but this is like really positive. And this is fear, stress, anxiety, sleeplessness, restlessness. This is the opposite, rest. So whatever this is, it's gonna give you the rest, the peace of mind, the tuning down of the survival instincts that you need in order for you to do things in your timing. You will, long story short, you will get time, as in the gift for you will be time, your own pace, your own means. So if this is a job, if this is something that is in your company, then again, don't worry about the decisions that you have to make, because more support will come your way that will make it very obvious to you what the right choice for you personally is and what is in your heart of hearts. While for other people who do need to terminate something or make a legally binding decision in another sense, like a divorce or splitting up something, buying something, investment, signing the contract or not, don't let whatever is there intimidate you, because you're much stronger than you could possibly realize. And I would also like to choose a couple of different cards, Astro Tarot, they're called. So we have this card, which embodies the energy of Pisces and Taurus. Now, Pisces is totally ethereal. Pisces is not actually real. It is the grand illusion, the Maya, basically. It is the spirit in emotion, in thought, formless, shapeless, just like an air, just like smoke, just like the ether. And Taurus is the opposite, embodied, earthly, solid. Nothing is left to the fantasy, you know what I mean? So these two elements together, on one hand, they do represent that something will come your way, something to change the situation, the manifestation of your hope, spirit, your faith, but it's the surprise factor. It's not the way you expected. So just know, just feel that the support of the spirit is there, is preparing something for you. Don't try to figure out what it is. Just embrace it. Embrace it and accept it. Aries and Gemini energy. Exactly, your struggles, your fights. When I say fight, fight to get where you, to for survival, to get where you need, etc. So overcoming the hardships of the past has taught you a lot. This is where your inner world, your instincts, especially the intelligence in your gut, is different, sharper, wiser, more active than it ever was before. So this says trust yourself, because your latest experiences in life really made you trustworthy. Now, oh, this is so lovely. So this embodies the energy of Sagittarius and Taurus. Again, this confirms that something, from the heavens meaning what you desire, what you requested in a sense, is coming your way, your lucky star. But again, in an unusual way. You see, this is where gold rains down because she just dreamed it. Taurus is our faith embodied. But just as this card suggests, help is on its way, but you you cannot how should I explain this? Even anticipate how it manifests, how it comes, shape, form, and exactly when. Just know that it will be when you truly need it, and it will make a difference. And it will give you what you need to be in the position, Gemini, to decide wisely. It will basically put you in a better position. One last card. This means progress. This means freedom. This means using your own ingenuity to get forward in life. This depicts the period after you make the choice. Fast forward on your track, and you see an ally, something that is falling down again, falling from the heavens. That means the divine giving you something that you need, but ultimately freedom, adventure, and going your own path to the marching to the beat of your own drum. So I do hope that this helped someone out there and that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for all the love, all the support, and the beautiful comments. And wishing everyone a blessed week. Thank you and bye for now.